I'm Janine Garcia and I'm from Davao City. But I'm reading a story to you now from Washington, D.C., where I live. I'm reading the story from the Balaan tribe about why the rice grains are small. A long, long time ago, the great god Nu created an island for his chosen people. On the island, nobody went hungry. The animals were tame, the fish and fruit were plenty, and the grains of rice were so big that a single grain was more than enough to feed one person. Because the rice grew everywhere, the people did not have to plant it. They did not have to harvest it either, because when the rice was ripe, the large grains of rice rolled by themselves into the granaries. So at harvest time, the island was filled with the whirring sounds of thousands upon thousands of rice grains rolling like wheels into the granaries. The people were so happy and contented. They were friendly, kind, generous, and for all the island's bounty, they never forgot to give thanks to their great god Nu, who continued to shower them with his blessings. One day, the weather was very good. There was a little bit more rain, and there was a little bit more sun, and the plants grew very strong. The woman named Libon noticed that the rice crop was extraordinarily bountiful. She also observed that the grains were bigger than usual. "I see plenty of rice in the fields," said Libon to her daughter. "It's going to be a huge harvest. I'm afraid our granary will not have enough space. We must build a bigger granary." Libon had the granary torn down to build a new one. She told the workers to work as hard as they could. She wanted the granary finished as soon as possible. So when the rice came, not a single grain would be wasted. The workers worked as fast as they could, but the rice ripened before they could finish the new granary. Libon's daughter was the first to see the rice coming. "Mother, look!" she shouted, "they're coming!" Libon craned her neck to look into the field. Indeed, thousands upon thousands of rice grains were racing each other towards the unfinished granary. "No!" Libon exclaimed. "Not yet!" But the rice grains kept rolling from the field to her yard. Libon became angry and struck the first grain that reached her. "Can't you see that the granary is not yet ready?" she said. "Why do you come when you're not wanted?" The great god Nu was displeased by what he heard and saw. Suddenly, the grain of rice shattered into 1,000 pieces. And the tiny rice grain said, "We shall never come again. We shall stay in the fields. From now on, you will have to go and get us." Since then, the rice has stopped rolling to the granary. The grains have become small, and the people have to work very hard to plant and harvest them. In addition, the rice has to be pounded to remove the husk before it can be eaten.